Let's talk about something that's been making headlines and stirring quite a bit of controversy up. President Trump's new tariffs. Now, I know tariffs might sound like one of those boring economic terms that make your eyes glaze over, but stick with me. This is about more than just taxes on imported goods. It's about the balance of power in our government and how decisions are made that affect us all. So, what's the deal with these new tariffs? Recently, President Trump announced sweeping new tariffs on a wide range of imports. The idea, according to the administration, is to protect American industries and jobs by making foreign products more expensive and encouraging consumers to buy domestic. Sounds straightforward, right? But here's where things get complicated. First off, the economic impact has been immediate and, quite frankly, very alarming. The stock market took a nosedive with the S&P 500 dropping 3.44%, the worst decline since March 2020 during the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. This kind of reaction isn't just numbers on a screen. It affects retirement accounts, investments, and can signal broader economic troubles ahead. But beyond the economic turmoil, there's a deeper issue at play here, the constitutional implications of how these tariffs were implemented. You see, according to the US Constitution, it's Congress that has the power to regulate commerce with foreign nations, not the president. Over the years, however, Congress has delegated some of this authority to the executive branch, allowing the president to act in certain situations, especially those involving national security. President Trump has taken this delegated authority and run with it, imposing tariffs unilaterally without seeking congressional approval. This raises a critical question. Is the president overstepping his bounds and encroaching on powers that rightfully belong to Congress? Many legal scholars and policymakers are sounding the alarm, suggesting this move undermines the system of checks and balances that is fundamental to our democracy. Now you might be wondering, how is Congress reacting to all of this? Well, the response has been mixed, to say the least. Some Republican senators have expressed concern over their tariffs and their potential economic impact. For instance, Senator Chuck Grassley, along with Democratic Senator Maria Cantwell, introduced the Trade Review Act of 2025, a bill that would require congressional approval for new tariffs within 60 days of their implementation. However, despite these efforts, many in Congress seem hesitant to directly challenge the president. Some Republicans are wary of confronting Trump, fearing political repercussions or believing that the tariffs might be a strategic move in broader trade negotiations. This reluctance has led to a situation where, despite having authority to intervene, Congress appears to be playing a passive role, allowing the executive branch to take the lead on significant economic policy decisions. This brings us to a broader concern, the gradual erosion of congressional authority in favor of an increasingly powerful executive branch. Over the years, Congress has ceded more and more power to the president, not just in trade, but in various areas of governance. This shift disrupts the balanced vision by the framers of the Constitution and raises the concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of a single individual. The current situation with the tariffs exemplifies this trend. By imposing such sweeping economic measures without congressional approval, the president is setting a precedent that could have long-term implications for how our government functions. If this pattern continues, we risk moving toward a system where significant economic policy decisions are made unilaterally by the executive, with little input or oversight from the legislative branch. But more importantly, this situation can leak into other responsibilities Congress has as well. So what does this mean for us, the everyday citizens? Well, beyond the immediate economic impacts, like potential price increases in imported goods and market instability, there's a deeper concern about democratic accountability. When major decisions are made without the input of our elected representatives of Congress, it diminishes our voice in the democratic process. After all, Congress is meant to represent the will of the people, and when its authority is bypassed, so too is our collective input. In conclusion, while the debate over tariffs might seem like a niche economic issue, it's actually at the heart of a much larger discussion about power, governance, and the future of our democracy. It's crucial for us to stay informed and engaged, to hold our leaders accountable, and to ensure that the checks and balances designed to protect our system remain intact. The health of our democracy depends on it. So what do you think? Has Congress ceded too much power to the executive branch and letting someone like Trump run amok, utilizing his power unilaterally? Or am I just overreacting? Either way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And always remember, progress isn't radical.